Hi guys, this week we need to talk about time management. Before you start any online class, it's a really good idea to make sure that you're prepared to face the amount of hours that are required of you. When you take an on-site class at Delta, you're set into a schedule. Let's say you take a class Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, so that's easy to know. These are the times that I am listening to lectures, that I'm taking notes, that I am discussing with my peers, and then maybe I have homework for that class. I'm going to do it on Friday and Saturday night for 2 or 3 hours apiece. Having that set into your time schedule really helps you move forward in class. When you have an online class, it's really tough because you don't have somebody holding you accountable to be in class or not. Now, I will see whether or not you are participating, but it's really up to you to make your own schedule. That's what's so great about taking an online class. For myself, I love the flexibility of being able to work at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. or 3 p.m. or whenever my kids are taking naps. So for you, you're going to have to set a schedule that works best for your time schedule. So I encourage you all to create a little chart like this. I just opened up Word and I turned my page sideways and I put the days of the week and the times that I'm awake, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. And I want you to start by putting in your most important responsibility. So let's say Delta is our #1 priority and we're going to fill this out. Now, I'm going to use my schedule to give you an idea, and I'm just going to highlight them. I am teaching a live class from 5 to 9 at night. Let's see. I'm going to have to, well, let me merge these cells together. Right? Is that it? No? All right, I'm just going to write it. Okay, so Delta class from, oops, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so that shows me that these hours are already being used. There, I just copied and pasted it over there. Okay, so Monday and Wednesday I have class from 5 to 9. You're going to fill yours out if you have any live classes. If you don't have live classes, you might want to fill out a schedule for your online course. For example, I plan to be online with Delta Monday through Friday, at least, in our class, let's say an hour a day. So I'm going to say Delta English 1A, and I am going to highlight that also in yellow because it's, again, the same category. But I also have another Delta class, and I'm going to do that later in the day because I'm going to pick up my kids from school. I know I have to have their schedule. So, well, I'll put it right here, Delta English 1B. And again, it'll be in yellow, and I'm going to copy that. All right, so just looking at my schedule here, you can see that I have 4 hours a week scheduled for our class, 4 hours a week scheduled for another class, and then my other class is already blocked in here. More than likely, I'll need to schedule in a few extra hours to grade your papers and things like that. So I'm going to say on Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to schedule grading. Delta grading and Delta grading, Delta grading. All right, so now I've blocked in all of my Delta course requirements. So I hope you did this as well. Next, I want you to fill in any of your job responsibilities because obviously many of you are going to have full-time or part-time jobs and you can't give those up because you're paying for school right now. So as I noted in my bio, I actually work at 3 other schools. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that in. So I have office hours. Oops. So go ahead and fill this out for you. And I'm just typing here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in a different color though, to show that it's a different responsibility. And I'm putting in AI because I teach at the Art Institute. And I have to do that every day. So I'm going to highlight that in green. And I have one more, well, two more actually. And I'm going to highlight this one. Hopefully you guys don't have as many jobs as I do. And one more. All right, I did that one in red. That's fine. Sorry, you can hear the baby in the background. Oops. All right, so I finally put in all of my responsibilities with school and work. Let's go ahead and down below the chart, we're gonna add this up. So hours at Delta. Everyone should have this in here. Again, for our class, you should have 6 hours scheduled because it's a 3-unit class. That means 3 hours of class time, 3 hours of homework time. So for my Delta, let's see, I have 4 hours here and 4 here. So I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have 21 hours a week at Delta College. You're probably somewhere similar like that, depending on how many classes you take. So hours at work, and again, I chose Delta for me to be my school. For you, it'll be a little bit different. So I'm going to use these other ones at work. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And so again, I just counted all these boxes that I filled in. And that's strange. I have 21 hours at other jobs and 21 at Delta. All right, so but that's my schedule for work. So I have total work equals 42 hours. Now, that might sound like a lot, but it's totally manageable. So let's take that and turn it into a real schedule. Now, I'm down here. I'm going to actually get out my calculator. All right. In a week, we have 7 days times 24 hours. That's 168 hours a week. So 168 hours, but I'm going to subtract 42 work hours. That gives me 126 hours left in a week. Wow, that is a lot of time. Even though it sounds like 42 hours of work is a lot, it's not when I have 126 hours left. But really important, we must sleep each night. And some people will say, oh, I need 10 hours of sleep a night. That's not true. We can all, as adults, live on very comfortably 7 hours of sleep per night. So that's 49 hours, right? 7 hours of sleep times 7 days in a week is 49 hours. So I'm going to subtract 49 hours of sleep each week. Oops, sorry. See what I'm doing here, guys? So far, I have 168 hours in the week. I subtracted my work hours and Delta hours, and now I subtracted my sleep. So I'm going to take my calculator again, and I'm going to say 126 minus 49 is 77 hours. 77 hours left. Sorry, my computer thinks I'm doing something strange here. So let me move that over. Okay, so I have 77 hours left now in the week. Now, because I'm a mom, these hours here, I'm going to change this color, are all about getting my kids up and ready and dropping them off at school. Oh my gosh, mornings are crazy. So if you ever text me early in the morning, I probably will not reply. So I'm going to say that, but I also have to work on their homework with them and pick them up from school. If you don't have kids, hopefully you've got something else to put in these boxes. So this is just getting kids ready, feeding kids, helping them with homework. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 times 2, I have 20 hours a week where I'm driving kids back and forth and getting them dressed and helping them with their homework. So again, I have 77 hours left in the work week after I've slept, after I've gone to Delta, and after I've done my other jobs. So 77 minus 20 hours for my kids. And again, get my calculator. 77 minus 20 is 57 hours left. All right, that's a lot. I could have a whole nother job, but we're not going to do that. We need other time. For example, we need to be able to cook dinner, clean the house, things like that are kind of important. So during the work week, my house doesn't get a lot of attention. So Sunday, I usually spend a lot of time cleaning. So I'm going to do this in another color. Let's say blue. All right, so I'm going to clean for probably 2 or 3 hours on Sunday because I want to make sure that the house is not totally destroyed. But I also need to cook and clean at least an hour a day during the rest of the week. So that might be cleaning dinner and doing dishes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours a week of cleaning. So minus 9 hours. You know what? I'm going to round it up because sometimes we have more to do. 10 hours a week of cleaning and cooking. So that gives me 47 hours left over. I still could get another full-time job. Goodness. All right, so again, let's look at my schedule. I have 21 hours a week of school time at Delta. I have 21 hours a week at other work. I have 168 hours in the week minus this 42 hours of work. Then minus 49 hours of sleep, 20 hours a week for my kids, 10 hours a week of cooking and cleaning. I still have 47 hours left. But we need some quality time. I don't want to just do this stuff with my kids. I want to tuck them into bed at night. So I'm going to probably miss some these nights, but I'm going to say kid time. And this is different from this kid time. This is stuff where it's like if you don't have kids, maybe it's your boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe it's your mom and dad. You can't really see that, huh? Let me change the font color. There. So this is, I'm gonna put kid and family time. I'll just put family. This is something that I might do, like watch a family movie or read my kids a book or do something fun with them. And I'm going to give an extra couple of hours on Saturday and an extra hour on Friday. And actually, I do volunteer in my kids' classroom on Friday, so I'll put that in there too. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a week of special family time. And I might do something on Sunday too. 8, 9, and 10. So I have 10 scheduled hours where I'm going to do something other than just running the kids back and forth to school. So I go back here, 10 hours of family time. Oops, and I see a little typo there, sorry. 10 hours. So that still gives me 37 hours left over. That's a lot of time. Gosh, what am I going to do? I already have my work. I already have my school. I already run my kids back and forth to school. I have special family time planned. I cook and I clean. I could probably add more cleaning if need be, but instead, I'm going to schedule some time for me. So I like to lay down at the end of the night and either watch some TV and read a book. So I'm going to put, when I get home on Mondays and Wednesdays, TV with husband, because that's pretty much the only thing we do together anymore. All right, so I'm gonna say TV with husband, and I'm gonna do an hour from 10 to 11 on Mondays and Wednesdays. And I'm gonna do it from 9 to 11 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And maybe an hour on Fridays, an hour on Saturday. Okay, that's just really a brain break. It's something stupid to do that doesn't take too much time. And I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got minus 8. You know what? Let's round up again. 10 hours of TV, because maybe I watch something on Sunday. Let's add that in. All right, so I've got 27 hours left in the week. You know what we've forgotten? We have forgotten to schedule exercise. It's really important to add exercise. And I'm lucky enough to be able to do this as I'm picking up my kids. My kids go to school about a mile away from my house, so I walk them back and forth to school. So that gives me exercise, and I'm killing two birds with one stone. You might need to schedule in some exercise, and we all should, because it keeps us engaged and active. I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm going to schedule 1 hour a day, 7 days a week for working out. So minus 7 hours of workouts each week. And that leaves me with 23 hours. And goodness, I have really scheduled it all in. I have 23 hours left. So if I wanted to on a weekend, I could change some things around up here. And maybe I ditch cleaning on Sunday and the family goes to the zoo all day. Maybe I want to have a special date night on Saturday. Maybe I want to go get my nails done on Thursday afternoon, or whatever it may be. I can move this schedule around a little bit, even though it looks very blocked in. I have 20 hours free. Maybe I get an extra nap in or two. Maybe I do some extra deep cleaning. Maybe I read a book. Okay, I have already scheduled in all of my hours as a student at Delta, all of my hours working somewhere else, all of my hours sleeping, my hours taking my kids back and forth, hours cleaning and cooking, hours spending quality time with my family, watching television, and working out. And I still have 20 hours left in the week. That's a lot. And again, I have multiple jobs and I'm still able to do a lot. So I think if you are to do a schedule like this and you really, really, really stick to it, I promise you that you will be able to find enough time in the week to balance going to Delta, having a job, having a family, or going out with friends, or doing things that really make you happy. Because an important part of being a student is making sure that you have a good balance. Balance school, balance responsibilities, and balance yourself. Get some time in for yourself. And again, stick to the schedule. Don't fall behind so you have to do all your homework on Sunday night, and you will relieve a lot of stress. All right, guys, good luck with that. Let me know if you have any questions.